Jai Hind, good afternoon, my dear children. Meeting you all after a long, long time. The time is only of 2 weeks, but for me, it's a long time. Children, give me some time. I'll be sharing my screen. Then I'll tell you what is the chapter which I'll be taking for today's class. Yes, now see, I'm learning from you people. I'm also keeping steps with this digital era. Now, children, Jai Hind again. Good afternoon. Hope you are all safe and you are all using your holidays thoroughly in your studies. Are you utilizing your holidays in your studies? Are you? I can see two of my children, they have joined my class. Yash, hi Yash, Aryan. Prathamesh is also there. I'm waiting for the others also. Let them join the class. I'm waiting for the others. My class was scheduled sharp at 12:30, and you know I'm very punctual with my time. Though there are only 2 students, I'm starting my class. Children, before the school went for your summer break, I won't say vacation, it's just a summer break. Many of you, you said, if I remember, one name was Shreyansh. He told me, ma'am, if you could revise the poetic devices once. So when our school took the initiative of this class, your revision classes, I thought to take up the revision of the poetic classes, poetic devices. I'm waiting for the other students. They are not yet there with me. Children, I'll be taking up the poetry Dust of Snow by Robert Frost. Robert Frost was modern American nature poet, children. And have you heard of Robert Frost before? Did you go through any of his poems before? Did you? I'm waiting for your chats. You can write me. I'm sorry, Prathamesh and Aryan, both of you are there in the class, but you're not answering me. So I'll be telling you the answer. Yes, we have read a poetry by Robert Frost in a class 9th. Do you remember the name of the poetry now? The Road Not Taken. Yes, children. So here, Dust of Snow is the poetry. It's a very beautiful, short poem written by this American poet. The poet tried to tell us in this poetry that a very simple event also has a large significance. Children, he has used 2 elements in this poetry. And those 2 elements are symbols. It's a symbolic poetry, all right? We can call this poetry as a symbolic poetry. The 2 elements which he has mentioned in this poetry are the crow and the hemlock tree. Crow is the symbol of death, sorrow, bad omen, isn't it? And I was just going through your chats if you have written anything, but nobody has turned up yet. And the hemlock tree is a poisonous tree, children. Now, children, did you notice in this poetry, the poet has mentioned 2 elements which are very unusual. They're not usually used by the poets, isn't it? What are the usual things the poets use in their poetries? Prathamesh and Aryan, if you are only the two students there in my class, I would ask you to, there are 9 more. Yes, but you can write what are the elements generally the poets use in their poetry. The general trees or the birds. Can you write it? I don't know why you people are not writing it, because in the conversation chats in my last classes, I used to see that you people are very active. And you have got inactive due to these holidays. The usual trees which the poets use in the poetry are the maple trees, the pine trees, the fir, and the birds, the nightingale, the quail, the peacock, isn't it? But here, the poet used these two unusual elements in this poetry. And what did I say at the starting? It is a symbolic poem. All right. I won't go through each and every slides in a very detailed manner, as because you have already gone through the explanations. It was well explained class. So I won't take much of detailed explanations today. Just a brief short summary I would tell you, and the slides very quickly. Should I tell the summary after I read out the poem? That would be better, I think so. I'll read out the poem. And in your class, what do I do, children? I ask you to close your eyes and just hear the poem, isn't it? And today also, I would ask you to just hear the recitation of the poem and try to get the meaning of the poem. All right? Dust of Snow by Robert Frost. The way a crow shook down on me, the dust of snow from a hemlock tree has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. So the new words are dust of snow means the particles of snow. Hemlock tree is a poisonous tree bearing white small flowers. Rude means spoiled. The poet started the poem with a very heavy mood, children. We don't know whether the poet was under the hemlock tree or he was passing under the hemlock tree. When a crow perched on the branch or it flew from the branch, that is also not known to us. But in any ways, it shook the branch of the hemlock tree and a particle of snow, that is the dust of snow, fell on the poet. What did I say? The poet was in a heavy mood. As the dust of snow touched the poet, all his bad mood, all his morose mood vanished. It disappeared in no time, as if he was infused with new positive energy, with new hope, with happiness. At the last, at the end of the poem, you will see the poet is thankful to the nature for saving the day, from getting wasted. So this is the poem. Then we will go to the objectives. There are some chats coming. Before the objective, let me. Kavya, good afternoon. Sneha Verma, good afternoon. Diksha, good afternoon. Rajkumar Pandey, God of Pandey. Okay, good afternoon and Jai Hind. Sneha Verma, the road not talking. Very good, Sneha. Abhiraj, good afternoon. Abhiraj Chaube, Alankrit Anand, good afternoon. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon to my loving, loving children. We are in the class now. Now you just listen the explanation, because till this you have all understood, I know. But the poetic device, as Shreyansh told me, there was one child, I remember the name, it was Shreyansh who told me, ma'am, if you can revise the poetic device. So I thought of revising the poetic device and I took up this poem, as this is a short poem, an interesting, beautiful poem, having a good message. And it has covered many of the poetic devices. So I took up this poem. But Shreyansh hasn't joined my class. Okay. So the objectives of the poem. What are the objectives? Every poem has its objective, isn't it? The objective is to enable the students to appreciate the beauty, rhyme, and style of the poem. To make the students understand the thought and imagination contained in the poem. To make the students think about different human emotions and their effects. Last but not the least, to inspire them write their feelings in the form of short poems. Now, here again, I'll stop to say, children, I had asked you to write poetries or any write-ups. Though your holiday homework which I've given you, it is based on your creative writing skills. But I wanted you to write some poetries or your own creation something. Are you doing? I would take the name of Shreya Bhattacharya. Yes, the correct name. She is regularly sharing some of her poetries or write-ups or articles. Good, Shreya, keep it up. And I'm waiting for others also to start writing poetry, children. Poetries are very good, you know. Summary, I'm not going to the summary because we have already discussed the theme of the poem. That also I have discussed, so I'm not going to the detail of the style of composition. The Robert Frost poetry is characterized by a traditional form of verse, themes, and the natural landscape, human experiences, human limitations, and travel. Dust of Snow follows the same line of thought, children. The language in which it is written, it is very simple and easy to comprehend. To comprehend means to understand. Always use new words in your write-ups. All right. Then people will say, yes, your teacher has taught you something. About the poet. Now for the about the poet, children, I do always, when I teach a poetry, always I mention about the poet. About the poet, it's not going to come for your examinations, but I give it to you just for your knowledge. So when you grow old like me, and when your grandchildren will come and ask you, do you know this poet, grandma or grandpa? You say, yes, I know, my teacher told me. All right. For this reason, I write something about the poet or the authors. Don't you worry, these are not going for your exams. It's not coming for your exams. Now, what is the message? Message is a very important. Each and every chapter, each and every poetry, it has a message, children. And the message are the morals, you know. And the morals, they help to give you a shape in your life. And I'm very strict with the message. That is what I tell whenever you're writing your literature notebook, in your cover page, you should the mention of the chapter's name and then the moral, because I want you to learn the moral. That is more important. It gives you a shape, you know, to yourself, to your character. A message given by the poet Robert Frost through the poem Dust of Snow is a positive change can take place through negativity also. The poet was all negative, isn't it? Yeah, there are more joining me in the chats. So the message given by the poet by Robert Frost through the poem Dust of Snow is that A positive change can also come through a negativity. The little thing can bring a big change in life. So we should not ignore the little things. छोड़ो उसको, पीछे छोड़ो. नहीं. Each and everything is very important in our life. A simple, insignificant moment can also bring a change, isn't it? The simple act of kindness done can inspire others with enthusiasm and may bring huge change in their lives. This is very true, children. The simple act of kindness, if you're kind to any person, that can bring a big change, not only in yourself, but in your surroundings also. And the others seeing you, they may bring a huge change in their lives to children. So this is very important. Now, the symbols. As I told you, the dust of snow is a symbolic poetry. The symbols, the black crow is a symbol of death and fear, whereas the crow is associated with goodness, and it's an ironic poem. It is doing a good deed by shaking off the snow. All right. Now, the paraphrase explanations, I'm not going to the paraphrase explanations. Straight away, I'll be going to the rhyme scheme. All right. This you wanted, not children? Now, how to decide the rhyme scheme of a poem? What is the actual pronunciation of poem? Poem. Yes. So, the rhyme scheme is the pattern of rhyming lines in a stanza or throughout the poem. All right. So the rhyme scheme of, or you may say the rhyme scheme in the poem Dust of Snow is, are you ready? Pay attention, children. All right. This is the important thing. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. Now, can you see the ending words of each sentences? I was stressing on those words. Why? Because see, crow, snow, they are rhyming. So for detecting the rhyme, what do? We count the last word of a sentence. The last word of the sentence would help us to detect the rhyme. All right, like crow to snow, a, me, tree. This b. Okay. So snow, understood? Crow, snow, me, tree. So if I name crow as A, then on me is B, snow again is A, tree is B. So the rhyme scheme is A, B, A, B. And for the next stanza, rhyme scheme of this stanza is A, B, A, B. The next stanza will be C, D, whatever. You will be naming it as C, right? Now, I'll be going to the poetic devices. The poetic devices used in this poem are the alliteration, inversion, assonance, and enjambment. All right. So, the alliteration is the repetition of the same consonant sound in the nearby words. What is alliteration? It is repetition of the consonant sound. What are the consonants, children? Vowels are A, E, I, O, U. The leftover letters are the consonants. All right. When the repetition of this, just rato beta, yes sir. Jab the consonant sounds, when it repeats in the nearby words, it is alliteration. All right. Has given my heart. Has her given my heart. Her. Both are alliterating, repeating. Her, H. And saved some part. Saved, sir, some, sir, S. These are repeating. The consonant sounds are repeating, and this is called alliteration. The alliterative words are has, heard, saved, some. All right. Now, the next is inversion. What is inversion? Where the structure of a sentence is changed by the poet to create a rhyme, like the dust of snow. Should I go to the stanza? The first stanza has been explained there. When the structure of a sentence is changed by the poet to create a rhyme, structure of the sentence is changed to create a rhythm. This poetic license is called inversion. In stanza 1, inversion can be seen. Do I have time? Because I take lots of time. You know, literature teacher speaks too much. It's 1:45. I do have time. So let me 150. Okay. Let me, can I go to the poetry once to make you understand? The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. See, the line could be direct. What, how? The way a crow shook down a dust of snow on me. That is the direct way of delivering the speech, isn't it? But see how inverted, how the words are arranged in an inverted way to create a rhythm. Okay, the way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. All right. So I think you have understood. Yes, you're right. So I'm going to the next. It is assonance. The prominence of vowel sound. In alliteration, what did I teach you? The repetition of consonant sound, children. Learn karo isko. Assonance में क्या होता है? The prominence of a vowel sound throughout the line is called assonance. In stanza 1, line 2, shook down on me. Shook, O, down, O, on, O, me. So the O sound is prominent. All right? Understood? The next is enjambment. When the same sentence continues to the next line without any punctuation. What are the punctuations? Comma, semicolon, dash, full stop, exclamatory mark, question mark. These are all punctuations, isn't it? So when a sentence shifts to the next sentence without any punctuation marks first, it is enjambment. Throughout in this poem, the poet has not used any punctuation. So throughout the poem is in enjambment. All right? Clear, children? Two more poetic devices, which is not mentioned in this poetry. We didn't need those, but I'll tell you those are commonly used. One is metaphor and another is simile. What is metaphor, children? When comparison is done between two objects or things and they are having an underlying similarity and it is mentioned without the mention of the words like, as, such as, it is metaphor. समझ में आया? Comparison होता है मगर we don't use any as, such as, like. All right? And in simile, the comparison between two objects or things but having what? Similarity between two things using the words like, as, such as. Now these things we would be learning in the course of our classes. We'll get in other poems where we will see the use of metaphor, simile, imagery. So more and more you would learn in the next poetries. The new words, I could manage beautiful picture of the hemlock tree. The dust of snow means the fine particles of snow. Watching the fall of dust of snow is enjoying in high altitudes. Yes. The hemlock tree is a poisonous tree with small white flowers. Hemlock is the poisonous tree found in mountain areas. And now to end up my class, I would just go through the key points of the poetry. The poem describes a very simple happening in a very simple word, in very simple words. It tells us that sometimes even a small incident may prove to be a larger significance. The poet is upset in the beginning of the poem, but a small incident of falling the dust of snow changes his mood totally. At the end of the poem, the poet feels relaxed and thankful to the nature for saving his day from being wasted. So that's all for your classes today. So children, tell me, did you understand the poetic devices? Shreyaj, I don't know whether you were there in the class because I was all in my mood to teach you all. I did not see who was responding me. I feel now you would understand the poetic devices. Before I end the class, I want to tell you, please update your notebooks, your A and B notebooks, and update it as I tell you, as I ask you. All right? Another important thing, children, I just wanted to tell it at the starting of the class, but my son just kept me back. Please, isko pehle mat bolna. Children, though the lockdown period has been unlocked, do not move out of your houses. Do not go to the malls or the Ganga Ghats to enjoy yourself, play on the ground. Please, it has been said, I have heard that this pandemic would reach to its pinnacle in this month of June and July, children. And I'm very feared of, when this lockdown period has ended up. We are all free. Don't forget to wear your mask, wash your hands properly, sanitize yourself, keep a hand distance when you move out. All right? And what to do? Not to move out. Do not go to any restaurants. Please utilize this time because you never know when your exams, I think your exams, board is still yet has not given us anything. Maybe the exams will be scheduled in their proper time. So please use your time for your studies. Study more and more. Be positive. Now here are some questions. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Okay. Thank you, children. Thank you for your participation. And Prathamesh, ma'am, why the hemlock tree is poisonous? Beta, why the hemlock tree is poisonous? Some trees are poisonous. They bear poisonous fruit. Some bear sweet fruits. This is all nature. How can I say this? Why? Okay. So be good, stay positive, and I'm hopeful to meet you again. I feel very excited when I meet you. And today I am a step ahead. I'm meeting you all live. I'm very happy today. Again, looking forward to meet you all. Till then, be positive, stay safe, children, and keep on studying. Thank you. Goodbye. Jai Hind.